Okay, today we're going to answer the question, what is the best 4-star unit in Honkai Star Rail and why is it Pella? Okay, the short version is that she wears glasses, she's a bit of a klutz, and she likes anime and stuff. That's it, that's the video. Pella is a 4-star nihility character. She got Ice Element. Well, most of you know. Most of you know that Pella is a nihility character, so her role mainly is as a support. So as we can see, when we use Pella in the battle, we usually just farm energy to unleash her ultimate. The main kit of her is the ultimate, which is an AoE ultimate, zone suppression. And the important thing is that it will apply expose on all enemies. And when exposed, the enemy defense is reduced by 38% in level 9. But if you use it to the level 10, if you max it up to level 10, you get an exposed defense reduction by 40%, which is quite good. As we all know that defense break or defense shred is the best debuff currently in the game, along with ignore defense and stuff. We also have another kit in her skill, which is Frostbite. It's a single target attack, which usually used to remove one buff from an enemy. Also, when you remove a buff with skill, there's also another buff which will increase damage to the next attacks by 20%. So it's the one before is defense shredding, and this one is damage multiplication, which is pretty good. She's perfectly used as the debuffer and the support character along in every team, be it hypercarry team like Jingliu team and Danheng Inhibitor Lune team, and she can be used also in nihility team with Kafka because her effect. Okay. Because her effect hit rate increase is also useful for nihility team, so they can apply debuff more, DOT more frequently. So in her Eidolon, I strongly encourage anyone to get E1 Pella. So the victory report Eidolon 1 is whenever an enemy is defeated, Pella regenerates 5 energy. So this is very useful because as we all know that Pella is an ultimate spammer. So every enemy that was fallen will generate 5 energy no matter who killed the enemy. As long as they are defeated, Pella will generate 5 energy, which is very useful in pure fiction. Like there's always 4 to 5 mobs that coming through, and every 5 mobs killed, Pella will generate 20 energy, and her ultimate cost is 110. It's really useful to use. It's really useful to get Pella's Eidolon 1. A healer, a support, or a debuffer, we usually build them with speed, so this is very useful. Her Eidolon 2, her Eidolon 4 is exponentially useful for Jingliu hypercarry. Well, the current ice DPS right now is Jingliu, right? So this is very useful. Just build her, just pull for her until E4. E4 is enough, or maybe E5 if you want to get more multiplier for defense break, because it will up the ultimate level by 2, so it's pretty good until E5. Well, I guess you can get a free copy of Pella from the Ethereum Wars event. Pella is pretty versatile. You can equip Pella with whatever you want, in my opinion. But this is my build, so I built Pella with speed in mind. As you can see, my equipment was focused on her speed substat. So there's many options that you can use for Relic for Pella's equipment. So in this example of mine, I equipped her with the Guard of Withering Snow effect and of course the Messenger Traversing Hackerspace. so she will be a speedy support and she will tank more damage in MOC, because up until now I've been building Pella for the ultimate spam and for her survivability at MOC. So I guess beside the speed one you can change another set. Maybe if you want a sub DPS Pella, you can give her this attack percentage one, or maybe the ice damage one. It's up to you, but I've seen some build in the online community that you can also equip her with the Eagle of Twilight line. Yeah, but in this set you have to build her with the 4 set, because again Pella is an ultimate spammer, so after the ultimate her action will be forwarded by 25%, which means she will have more often turn. She will get more often turn after the advanced forward stuff. That's for the ultimate spammer, but generally the Hunter of Glacial Forest is the go-to ice damage equipment relic. Well, if you want to build a sub DPS Pella, go for it, but I don't think that's good enough. Well, build Pella according to your team. So for hyper carry team, you don't need another sub DPS, so build Pella with defense in mind and maybe some survivability like mine. But for sub DPS, maybe you can equip her with the 4 set effect of Hunter Glacial Forest. But be in mind that you need a speedy one for support, so you may need to search for the speed substat. The general planner for a support is always Space Sealing Station, Fleet of the Ageless, Broken Kill, and Penacony Land of Dreams, or maybe Sprightly Funwhack. This 5 set of planner is generally the go-to for the support character. Well, Space Sealing Station is usually used to boost attack in general, while Fleet of Ageless will boost your maximum attack, and after the threshold of speed you can increase allies attack percentage by 8. Penacony Line of Dreams is used for the regeneration rate and the damage increase by 10%. This is good for Jinglu again. Funwhack Island of Bird is for the energy regeneration rate also. And lastly, the Broken Kill. Broken Kill is used for the critical damage boost for all the allies. So with the effect resistance of 30%, which is pretty good if you can resist crowd control debuff, you can also increase critical damage for all the party. But keep it in mind that critical damage is not so universal. For example, critical damage boost is not very effective for Kafka. So again, build her equipment according to the party that used. And the light cone, I use the resolution shine as resolution shines as pearls of sweat, so she can also inflict ensnared, which will also reduce enemy defense by 15%. So my current build is the debuffer build, so every attack, every ultimate will also inflict ensnared alongside with exposed. Good night and sleep well. So for sub DPS Pella, you can equip her with this. So every debuff the enemy has, the damage dealt will be increased by 12% up to 3. So we can get a 36% damage boost. Or maybe you can use the before tutorial mission start, so you can generate energy more quickly. But overall, I did not joke around when I said Pella is useful in every situation of every team, like in MOC or maybe in the newest release of Pure Fiction. Like everywhere she's useful. Like in the Memory of Chaos, you can use Pella to cleanse the debuff, to dispel debuff, or maybe generally shred the monster weaknesses. You can see there's so many uh, there's so many ice weaknesses enemy here. This dude can heal themselves after attack, so you can use Pella to dispel them. This one, this figure draining, and in the latest and in the newest pure fiction, you can see that in the buff section you can use ultimate spam is very encouraged in this type of stuff. When ally use their ultimate to attack an enemy, inflict target with shatter, stacking up to 6 times. So, and when enemy targets are defeated, increase ultimate damage. So this is very useful for Pella as the ultimate spammer. So if you get Pella from one of your pool, don't hesitate to build her. Like, you won't be disappointed by raising Pella. Okay, I guess that's it for today. So for the question of who is the best girl in Honkai Star Rail, the answer is Pella. Thank you so much for that time.